If you're planning a trip to Los Angeles and you want to visit Beverly Hills, but you're not sure what to do once you get there, well, keep watching because this video is going to be your ultimate guide to visiting the city of Beverly Hills. I'm going to be covering everything like logistics on how to get there, how to get around, best places to visit, places to eat, hidden gems, and at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a one-day example itinerary of how you can spend your day. So stick around. Hi everyone, I'm Rachel. Welcome to my channel. I'm a solo traveler and photographer, and I actually lived in Los Angeles for 5 years, and for 2 of those years, I actually lived in Beverly Hills. So I've had heaps of time getting to know the city. So this video is basically like your local's guide to Beverly Hills. So the best and easiest way to get there would be by car, but it is accessible via public transport. The 2 main bus routes that you would catch to get there would be the 4 or the 704 that goes along Santa Monica Boulevard, or the 20 or the 720 that goes along Wilshire Boulevard. They are currently building a subway line that's going to go through Beverly Hills. I'm not sure how long it'll be before that is ready, but for the moment, the main way of getting there via public transport is buses. The main downtown Beverly Hills area, which they like to call the Golden Triangle because it's kind of in a triangle shape, is very walkable, and the city also runs a free little trolley. It's cute, it's very old style looking, that goes from the Civic Center to Rodeo Drive on Saturdays and Sundays between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. For those who are driving, there are plenty of car parking structures, and the first 2 hours are free. Okay, now on to the fun stuff. Things to do once you get there. First, I'm just going to run through some of the more obvious touristy spots that everyone should visit at least once when they're in Beverly Hills. So the first location is of course the famous Rodeo Drive, and it's full of expensive designer shops, and depending on your budget you might want to go shopping here, but I think for most of us you're going to want to just stroll the street and window shop. Next up, also kind of obvious one, is stopping by the Beverly Hills site to get a photo. This is a popular spot, especially on weekends, so I definitely recommend getting there in the mornings, and while you're at the sign, it's worth just walking further along that road because it's within a little park with sculptures. So if you're into art, it's a good place to just walk around amongst the nature and looking at the sculptures that are there. When you're in Beverly Hills, it is always worth checking out the fancy hotels that are there. 2 of the famous ones are the Beverly Wilshire and the Beverly Hills Hotel that's on Sunset Boulevard. It's a little out of the way from the main area, but it's really cool. Whenever I need to go to the bathroom and I'm in Beverly Hills, I always like to just go into the closest hotel and use their bathroom because it is so much nicer. There's just something about the fancy hotel bathrooms where they give you lotion and your own little towel done up really nicely. Just something about that always makes you feel a bit fancy. Time for some hidden gems, and there are a lot of hidden gems. Some I stumbled across by accident just walking around. Others I did do a bit of research and found. So here are my top hidden gems that I recommend you visit in Beverly Hills. Number 1 is the Spadina House, or as some people call it, the Witch's House. It is a residential house on a residential street, and it literally looks like it came out of like a fairy tale. Like, it looks like one of the Wicked Witches could have lived in this house. It was built in the 1920s for a silent film movie studio, and the reason why I tell you to stop by is it's just a good little photo spot. Obviously, keep in mind it is a residential street and someone does live in that house. I believe it's a real estate agent, so be mindful of that. Just stick to the sidewalks and the public spots and get some good photos for Halloween. Number 2 is the Beverly Canyon Gardens, which is a little courtyard area with some cafes and restaurants, and just a great place to grab a bite to eat and soak in the atmosphere and relax. Number 3 is the City Hall Civic Center area. The outside of it is actually really cool. It's in this Art Deco style architecture, and it's really interesting just to walk around. You can get some really cool angles and shots here, so it's a fun place to just spend like 10-15 minutes just walking around. Number 3 is the Will Rogers Memorial Park. Now this area is a little bit away from the main downtown area. I actually like to walk here and walk through the flats section, which is the area with the palm tree lined streets and the huge like mansion houses. But once you get there, the park is really cute. There's a little fountain, and depending on the time of year, you may actually end up seeing ducks and turtles just roaming around. So it's a fun place to just sit and people watch and relax. Number 5 is Greystone Mansion. Now this area is beautiful. It's up in the hills, so you have an incredible view of Los Angeles in front of you, not to mention the incredible architecture of the mansion itself, which was built in 1928. It's free to enter, and it's been used in many films and movies. 200 to be exact. They include Rush Hour, X-Men, The Bodyguard, and Batman and Robin. So you may even recognize it once you're there. Number 6 is the Beverly Hills Farmers Market, which is every Sunday Sunday from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. Now, obviously, if you're not going on a Sunday, you're going to have to miss out, but it's all from like locally owned farmers and businesses, which is really cool. They sometimes even have some live music there and food trucks, and they also have a petting zoo for the kids. So it's definitely a good family-friendly option. Number 7 is Franklin Canyon Park. Now, this area you are going to have to drive to as well. It's up in the hills. There is a man-made reservoir there, but there's like plenty of hiking trails and picnic spots, and it's a good place to take the family and just escape the city and enjoy nature. And number 8 is South Beverly Drive. This area is just outside like the Golden Triangle area, and it's a spot most people don't even know about or forget about. I only discovered it within my 2nd year of living in Beverly Hills. There's just a nice little area. It's less busy, and there's a really good gelato shop there too. And that was actually a really good segue that I did not plan, because next up we're going to be talking about best places to eat in Beverly Hills. While Beverly Hills is known for how expensive it is, and there are lots of expensive restaurants around, there are some affordable ones too that a lot of people don't know about, so I'm going to list some here today. So I highly recommend checking out Sprinkles Cupcakes. They have franchise, so there are locations around the country, but the Beverly Hills location is the original one. They have a little cupcake ATM too, which is really cool. Another one is Earth Cafe, which I really enjoy. They do have a few other locations, but this one is a really pretty location. And then we've also got, and sorry for the pronunciation, I believe it's called Bato Morgana Gelato. That's another one on South Beverly Drive.
They use natural ingredients free of artificial flavors, colors, and preservatives.
They even have like some of the unusual flavors that you normally would only get in Italy, like basil lemon flavor. Like I saw that in Italy. The only other place I saw it besides Italy was this place in Beverly Hills. I also love Go Greek yogurt. This is a frozen yogurt place, but they also sell normal Greek style yogurt too. I really like it because it's actually more like real yogurt tasting. It's a little bit pricey, but you can control how expensive it is because they price it based on weight. Now this one I'm not sure about the pronunciation again, but it's called La Pain Quotidienne, I believe. It's a French cafe and bakery. Croft Alley is a great breakfast and brunch spot, and Carnita Fria is a great dinner spot for Mexican food. And now, as promised, here is my itinerary that I would recommend first-time visitors do when going to Beverly Hills. So I would start my day between 9 and 10 a.m. and go straight to the Beverly Hills sign and get some photos there before crowds start to form. I would then cross the road and head to the Civic Center area and then walk around and admire and take photos of the really cool Art Deco architect shop. I'd then walk to the downtown Beverly Hills area and grab something to eat from like around 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'd spend time in the Golden Triangle area, walk down Rodeo Drive, window shop a little bit, stop by the Beverly Canyon Gardens. I'd also look at the Beverly Hills Share Hotel, which is at the end of Rodeo Drive. After that is lunchtime, if you feel like it, that is. After lunch, I'd head over to Sprinkles Cupcakes and get some cupcakes to go. You're going to take them with you on the next activity that I would recommend. And then I would go to either Greystone Mansion or Franklin Canyon, depending on what I feel like. So if I want to go into nature, do a little bit of hiking, Franklin Canyon is the place to go. And if that's the case, you definitely need a car. If not, I would go to Greystone Mansion. You should be able to Uber to Greystone Mansion pretty easily, spend some time there and find a nice place to sit and eat my cupcake. I'd head down to Will Rogers Memorial Park and then head over across the road to the Beverly Hills Hotel, which is really cool to just walk around and explore those grounds. And then I would start making my way towards the Spandina house, or the witch's house, and getting some cool photos there. And then I'd head back down to the downtown area for dinner. And then I would end the day with some dessert. And that is one full day spent in Beverly Hills. It covers all the main attractions as well as a whole bunch of hidden gems. And then I think by the end of that day, if you follow an itinerary like that, you'll have a good, well-rounded experience of what Beverly Hills has to offer. And that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it and I helped you out with planning your trip, please give me a thumbs up and comment below. And for more ideas on planning your LA trip and figuring out your LA itinerary, check out my Day in LA vlog series. I'll put it here for you to click on. I wish you the best of luck on your LA trip and your day in Beverly Hills. I hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you will, because it is a beautiful, beautiful city. So I'll see you soon in this video right here. Bye.